What's going on with y'all, man? It's your boy Dan V. Hustle News. Right here, reporting live. Shout out to Hustle 5 Ways. Whole time. And who we got right here?
And we got big homie SANDMAN. Yeah.
SANDMAN, man. Yeah. Not SANDMAN, SANDMAN.
Nah, SANDMAN, big homie SANDMAN. Shout out to SANDMAN. I don't know the man, but you know what I mean. But it's SANDMAN, yeah.
SANDMAN, man. Nice to meet you, man. So you know what I'm saying. You know, I just got hip to you and stuff like that. So I want to know a little bit about you, man. You know what I'm saying. First and foremost, where you from?
I'm from Southeast. You know, been in road Southeast. The street, I would say Hillside. That's the most time I spend. The most shout out to my city. Shout out to my street. Love y'all. But I'm all over, man. I don't really like to claim no specific street, man, because I'm from my city. I love my city. Right.
So you grew up around Hillside, like on the Benner Road side. You know what I'm saying? Or a little, but you said like a little bit of everything around that Benner Road, right? Like
No, Hillside. That's
Hill Road. Hillside. That's where you at.
Yeah, that's 24 hours. Yeah. But like I said, I love my city, man. Represent the whole city, man.
Yeah. Now that side right there, that Benner Road side right there, that's a real hectic, man. You got different neighborhoods. You got Simp. You got, of course, you just said George. Benner Park.
You gotta mention Simp, Benner Park. That's
even the Benner Road 46. So you got all that.
You
know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shit. How was it on that side? That side's pretty hectic, man.
Growing up, it definitely was. You know what I mean? It was a place you really couldn't come if you wasn't invited. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I mean? You learn to live with it. You become a product of your environment. You build and you grow. And you go from there. So you know, it's just like any other hood. You know what I mean? You gotta watch your ass. So, all I can tell you. You know.
Yeah, that's definitely hectic though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's in Southeast DC.
Yeah.
But it's like on the other side of Southeast DC. It's not like
you got another side.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, the other side a little bit more. You know what I mean?
You think so?
The side I'm from, I say it's a little bit more treacherous. You know what I mean? But that other side, it's
both
world.
treacherous.
They both treacherous.
Yeah, facts.
It's a little third world on the other side. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more third world.
Yeah, it's chaos on both sides though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, how do you feel when somebody be like, man, that ain't the south side, that's been a road, or that's south side, that's northeast, southeast. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people call it, cause like me, like, you know what I'm saying? It's still southeast to me, but it's like, I look at it like, oh, hey, that's the been a road side of southeast. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I had to say I don't know, because it's a lot of people who made that news from my side. You know what I mean? They made the news for not no good reasons a lot of times. And that's not something, you know what I mean,
to praise,
idolize or praise, because that's not a good thing. But that's just giving you an idea of where you coming at. So I don't know. You can say it's not official. It's not.
No, I don't think nobody's saying it's official, but they're saying this because like everybody like
the real South.
Yeah, which one's the real South? I don't think nobody doubt that side.
It's hard to put. It's hard to put.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I gotta give it to both of them, man, because I know both sides, man. I grew up on W Street. I went to catch them, you know what I mean, for a few years before. So I know, you know what I mean, the difference. I say both.
Both. You say both getting in though. Yeah, facts.
Watch your ass wherever you go.
Now, one other thing was known on that Benner Road side, and you probably of that age. You probably remember this, and you probably know what I'm about to bring up. The U-Ski area.
Now, let me explain something to you. That side, listen, we really got all the speed humps. If it wasn't for the youth and for us coming up, we the reason all them speed humps got around there. My bad to all y'all new people, all the tourists and new people that just came. It was us. We the reason.
Because everybody always give it a Simp, but people don't know the whole Benner Road side was on the U-Ski area. Y'all was like, Benner Road was the U-Ski Kings, like just in general, like every part.
Simp, Benner Park on any side right there, they all linked in and tied in with Hillside in some type of way. So, we leave it at that. You feel me?
Yeah, facts. Tell me a good, you know what I'm saying? Tell me a good childhood memory. You know what I'm
saying? Damn, from around there.
Just in general.
I can't. That's like subjective right there. That young man. You talking about years? I can't think. The only thing I can think of was something that just stood out to me. Something that happened. I fucked up at school. That's like the best thing. I got my ass.
You say you fucked up at school? Break that story down.
I got my ass completely whooped. I was fucked up. Me and two other friends was fucked up at Fletcher's. Fletcher Johnson, around what we talking about, around the hillside, been. And we was bad the whole year. They told us we couldn't go on the end of the year school trip, and we found a way to still go. We went there, and when it was time to go back home, they wouldn't let us on the bus to go back home. We had to walk back from Six Flags right there in Upper Marlboro. We had to walk all the way back from there all the way to Central Avenue. We was 13, 14, you feel me?
Damn.
And when you're talking about a memory, first of all, the walk was incredible. The fact that I didn't eat the whole fucking entire time and my niggas ate and they ate all, man, but I was mad as shit. But then it was the ass whooping. Let me explain something. The ass whooping you get when you didn't pick your motherfucking sibling up and they had to call your mother because you was late and they listen. So that had to been one of the most memorable times that happened from around there, and that really stood out to me. That's the first memory that came.
Wow.
That's just, that's something to take you.
So would you describe yourself as a bad kid, or you was like a class clown, or you was just like, you was just a kid just trying to learn your ways?
I'd say I was the kid that knew too much, too young. I knew how to get away with certain things, so I knew I can do my classwork and complete classwork, and then act an ass in class and think I can get away. I finished my classwork. That was my type of way. So I would have to say I was probably a bad kid, because that's devious. I guess that's mischievous. I know that what I can do, I'm utilizing what I know. So
right.
I guess you could say I'm bad, but I ain't do no bad shit. I wasn't like these other motherfuckers. These kids is bad, man. But I threw rocks at cars and bust car windows. I was one of them kids that hid behind a wall, threw rocks. I don't know. I guess. You tell me. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man. Facts though, man. Yeah. But you just want like one of those Dennis the Menace, kids.
Dennis the Menace wasn't bad. In the movie, you love the guy, but he did some, little Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin type. You lovable, but you got your ways. You
got your ways now. Facts though. You know what I'm saying? Was it like a moment in your life, like, and I'm not talking anything. I'm not saying you're doing any of these things now, but is any moment in your life you just like, man, I gotta get some money. I jumped on the streets, or you know what I'm saying? When it was just like a moment in your life, you just say, you chose the direction of the streets, or you chose the direction of, anything like in that nature.
It was actually two moments, to believe it or not. One, definitely just getting older, just saying that it's certain things that I wanted from my music and from my lifestyle. Yeah. And I just knew working wasn't just the only way I could make that happen. At the time, we didn't have as many opportunities as y'all had today. Right. So, that was one of the ways that I grew up with. But one of the main things actually was from music. When I started music, it's like, I'm not faking anyway. I don't really like fake. I don't like anything that's a facade. And I didn't want to live the lifestyle of a rapper talking about the streets and never lived it. So I actually started hustling weed just to make sure that I even knew about hustling. So when I rap, I can actually have experience.
So you actually, hold on, let's get this understood. You started selling, like, at past tense, at the time, selling marijuana just to, because you say I can't be a fake ass nigga and I gotta live what I rap.
And to God honest, true on my soul. When I first started hustling weed, the first reason why I ever touched it was because I wanted to actually have experience doing something, so when I rap about it, I can at least describe and speak on what I'm talking about in a, a believable manner. And that's literally the reason why.
So was it like, so it wasn't no reason like you were struggling, bills was fucked up, or?
I had no reason that I actually needed to, not in the way of reason, like not no serious reason. I really just got into it for that. What I mean? I had a nice upbringing. You know what I'm saying? It was tough, my 12th grade year, my mother told me she wasn't going to be able to pay for none of my senior fees. I had to get a job 12th grade year. So it was trials and tribulations, but far as literally, like, them stories everybody tell and you just hustle because your mama did, wasn't nothing like that. I made a choice, I stuck with it.
Yeah, you chose, you chose the life, I
chose this life, but it was only a trial at that time. I actually stopped at one point in time and really focused on working. And then that's when, Obama got elected. They laid people off. I didn't get what was due to me. And it was like, you know what? Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I really, focused.
Yeah, you focused.
That's when I focused. We ain't going to say what I focused on, but I focused.
Right. So, whole time, how long have you been rapping?
I have to say I've been rapping since I was probably like around 8 or 9, but wasn't really writing music. Bone Thugs and Harmony, Crucial Conflict, I constantly was rapping their lyrics and used to write their lyrics down and practice it and go over it just so I could learn how to say it.
Yeah.
And then as I got a little older, I started stepping into more.
You showing your age right there. You say Crucial Conflict and Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah, I'm 33.
Okay.
I'm 33. I'll be 34 this year, so I'm getting.
I wasn't gonna ask for your age, bro. I was just gonna be like you showing your age a little bit, but yeah.
If this camera, I think this camera now you probably see these. I got a couple salt and pepper.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
So you say you been rapping. So I'm gonna get back to that, but you say you started rapping when you was 8 or 9 years old.
Right.
So,
but it wasn't nothing serious. It was more so just playing around with it. It was more so playing. It didn't get serious till I got in high school and I met up with my best friend. Rest in peace. You know what I mean? That's how I got my name and everything. SANDMAN. Yeah. So that's how that went.
Oh, you can talk about that though. How like break down how did you get the name?
So it my best friend she just died last year. It was a female, but and she was the reason. She was how I got the name SANDMAN. Yeah, my bad about that one.
That's close right there.
It's still really getting over that part. I just say we met up in school. We was rapping Bone Thugs and Harmony, and we realized we had a love for the group, and we went from rapping their lyrics to just saying, "Hey, I think we can do this ourselves."
Yeah,
it became something we started doing every day. My name used to be Rush because I used to rap real fast like Bone, and then I slowed it down. As you progress and learn your style. And then I wound up going with SANDMAN, which was a name given by a longtime friend.
Right.
That she didn't give me the name, but however, when I ran it past her to see if this was a name I could stick with, she was like, "Yeah, that's wrong with it." So yeah, but that's man. Like I said, I wasn't able to. I found out she passed a month after she already passed, so I didn't make none of the funeral arrangements or anything. And our last encounter was a little. It was a little different, and that always hit me. Like I say, when it comes to speaking on her, speaking on her name, speaking on how I got SANDMAN, anything, I'm beginning to find out it hits me differently.
Yeah, facts.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm keeping honest. I'm beginning to see that shit triggers.
Yeah, facts, man. Yeah. All right, man. Sorry about that. Condolences.
No, hell no. The point of this interview is to get a side of me. There's no point in doing the interview if you ain't gonna get the real me.
Yeah, facts. Man. Appreciate that. Yeah. But now, you mentioned that you're 33 and you going on 34, right? Yeah. Okay, so when it comes to rap and hip hop, right? It's always like this age. You know what I'm saying? It's always about if you ain't in your teen, like your late teens or early 20s, you should stop rapping though. You know what I'm saying? How long seriously have you started since you've been rapping?
To be perfectly honest with you, I haven't put out music in a serious manner until 2015. 2015 is when I started to really.
So it was like late 20s, like was it 27, 26?
Yeah.
Yeah, 26, 27. Yeah, so it's always a stigma that what I'm saying, you have to be young to be a rapper. When you see like a lot of other rappers aren't like a lot of other genres or. Some of them starting in their 40s and 50s. So we're the only ones to say you have to be young to be an artist. You know what I'm saying? So what would be your response to that?
Because if you didn't know, I went to Duke Ellington School of the Arts for Music. I played the cello. I played the piano.
Yeah.
What I noticed is music is timeless. We was playing music from fucking 1500s. Why? The reason is because it's timeless. It's about how it resonates. And I believe if you got a story that you have to tell, if you have any type of idea or anything that you do that may just so happen to resonate with the next person, they need you. They need you to talk about this. They need you to speak on the things that you have to say.
Nah,
so that's how I look at that.
Right. So you don't even care if you don't blow up until 40 years old, you still gonna be working.
I'm waiting for that 70, 80-year-old rapper that's gonna come out the blue, man.
I think it's a couple of them already.
You feel me? They gonna come out, they gonna pop up with an Instagram, they gonna be like, man, he come out with a new album. You gonna be the one that post that shit.
No bullshit be like that. I think it's a couple of them now. They blowing up, going on tour and all that. Like, yeah, you're right though. Talent is ageless. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that, you know, one person I learned that blew up in his 30s was my favorite rapper, Money Man. Money Man is 36 years old right now.
That's my man.
I didn't even know that. Like 35, 36.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's 35, 36. He didn't start rapping until he was 29. He was rapping, he stopped, got it, you know.
He didn't get serious to that ball.
Until 29.
I think that's probably like, what, 30, 31? Or was that 29?
Yeah, I think he was 29 going on 30.
With Boss Up?
Yeah, his first year. And that's one of my favorite rappers of this caliber right now.
Definitely.
So like just to know that, you know what I'm saying, let you know that there's no limit.
Like,
same thing, Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates been rapping since 2007. He blew up late 20s. You know, everybody always bring up 2 Chainz and stuff.
I was about to say that too.
Yeah, everybody bring up 2 Chainz. He started when he was 34.
But he already
pre. So we talking about artists, you know.
People who had no type of
Yeah, like they had a local buzz, but that was it. You know what I'm saying? Little to no buzz, and then boom. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, you know, when it comes to music, it's timeless. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know.
If it make any type of like sense though, you know, when I did, because of my cousin and my family and my background, you know what I mean? I just so happen to be blessed with opportunities, and that opportunities allowed me to link up with a lot of different people.
Right.
You know, man, my folks, they managed Fat Trail from I think it was 2015 to probably like 16, maybe 17. So I was a part of that little tour thing when he was doing his promo tour. I was on the Young Thug reunion tour. I've done a lot of different things. I was Pastor Troy. Right. I was with Hot Boy Turk. Was on this promo.
Shout out, Hot Boy Turk. Yeah.
You feel me? So yeah, that's my ass.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
you've been on moves. Yeah.
You feel me? So I just didn't release publicly because I had my own label. I had my own brand, and I know music. I put down a pen when I was young to learn a label. So I actually had my own label. I have everything. So I know a lot to just like, you just can't just put me on no bullshit ass deal. So that's kind of what hindered me from really releasing and really putting myself out there in a public manner, and that's why I came out a little later. But it's time now.
It's time now. So what you got on the way right now?
Right now we got a lot of different videos that we're working on. I plan on releasing videos for my single, my album, one of the hottest songs off my album, Lingo Pacino. For my other song, Turn Cold, Hopped Out, Jumped In. Those some hot singles that's going on right now, and I plan on releasing some videos of that. It's just really content. It's really about engaging content right now, and I'm getting with these reels, these Insta videos, and you know, man, when you're really coming from a certain particular background, it's a lot of things you're not used to, and constantly putting up the camera to talk gossip and to get on the phone, and that's not really me. But to get with somebody, a cameraman, shout out to Codename Token. But to get with a cameraman and somebody who can capture me whenever I need and things like that, it can really help to put my brand out there. And that's what we're focusing on, brand awareness.
Makes sense. Makes big sense. Yeah. So you saying this is gonna be so what? So like, what's the next single? What's the next music video and everything like that?
The next single and the most recent one was "Show Me." But I've also been getting pressed out in my comments and by the ladies. I got to put out something for the ladies. So the next song is going to be something dealing with the ladies. By the time this get cut and all that, I've been to put that out and everything. You hear me? So, the main thing is just videos, content, just constant, just videos. That's what's important right now.
Videos. Yeah. What's one thing you feel like that you're missing right now that you think you need to do more of?
It will be letting my audience get a chance to see me. I spend a lot of time not giving them enough time.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I don't go live enough. I don't have enough in content videos. I understand what's my demise when it comes to where I'm at. And that's the key thing about progressing. You have to first see why you're not moving where you want to be to get ahead. So
No,
I
definitely.
understand. So the main thing is content. So y'all gonna get a lot of engaging content from me this year, 2022. Mark my words, big homie Sandman.
Yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate it, man. Any last words, any advice, anything like that?
Man, don't listen to what anybody tell you about what they believe you should do. You know what I mean? That's the biggest wrong you can ever listen to, is listen to what someone else tell you about your own career, your own life. Stay focused. You know what you need to do, and focus on that. And man, definitely shout out network, man. Shout out to DMV Hoods and News, man. Shout out to Codename Token. Shout out to New Mafia Entertainment. Shout out to my fans, man. My sandbox be coming this year for us, man. Big homie Sandman.
Man, appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that interview right there, man. Definitely appreciate the time.
Yep.
It's your boy DMV Hoods and News, and